Alright, this is John Cola with OKRaw.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you, and being somebody who's been into the raw foods diet now for the last 25 years, one of the most important topics to me is the food you're eating. Not just the kind of food, which I advocate a plant-based diet, as many plants and especially vegetables that you could fit into. But aside from just eating plants, I want you guys to get high quality plants, high quality fruits and vegetables, right? Fruits and vegetables that are grown in a better fashion have more nutrients, can have more phytonutrients, and more importantly for people that love to eat fruit and vegetables, more flavor and taste better, right? I really hate eating kale at the grocery store. Homegrown kale is so much better, so I really would encourage you guys to source your food the best way as you possibly can. And of course, the best of all is not even support your local farmers, is to grow it yourself like I teach on my other YouTube channel, growing your greens. I want you guys to grow as much of the food you guys can yourself. Of course, you can't grow everything depending on where you live in the country, especially if you guys live in an area that's cold all the time, especially in the winter time like it is now. You guys can't grow some of those tropical fruits that we know and love so much. So that today brought me to Homestead, Florida, basically down from Miami, like 45-minute drive to Miami, from Miami, to one of my favorite farms down here in Homestead. It's actually Three Sisters Farm. Here's the thing, man. I've been coming to this farm for the last 10 years, literally, right? This is a certified organic farm. All the stuff that they're gonna send you in the mail, because you could buy fruits from them, right? They grow right here. They're not a middleman. They're not buying and selling stuff like many farms or places you could buy fruit from. They literally grow it here using some of the best practices. And actually, the cool thing about this farm is that they are transparent. You can come here and visit their farm, buy stuff from the farm, even go for a farm tour. So you're gonna learn all about the best quality fruit picked right here, right on this very property that I've been knowing about for the last 10 years. And we're gonna even interview the farmer and show you guys some of the fruit you can buy right now that's in season, because I'm posting this just a few days after I'm filming it. So let's learn all about the amazing Three Sisters Farm. So this is Three Sisters Farm, right? And the reason why I'm here is because not only are they USDA certified organic now for the last 20 years, ask that to your fruit seller that you're buying fruit from that's coming out of Miami, right? Maybe it's organic, maybe it's not, but this place, everything you buy is certified organic now for the last 20 years. In addition, right, they have some really practices that go over and above organic standards, in my opinion, and that's me based on gardening now and having a YouTube garden channel for the last 10 years and growing my own food for nearly 20 years, right? Just because it's organic doesn't mean it's going to be the best. Everything organic isn't always better than conventional, right? There's some conventional producers that's not certified organic that I would rather support instead of organic stuff, right? Because to me, it's all about the flavor, the nutrition, and the quality, and I can definitely vouch for them here. I mean, every time I come to the Homestead area, I'm always stopping by my buddies here, John, and seeing his basically family-run farm to source some of the food that I eat when I'm here in town, and also to bring back with me. Also, he will ship it to you guys, right? This is not my first time or my first rodeo at this farm. I've come here multiple occasions. I'll post a couple links down below to some videos I made on my gardening channel, because usually I make a gardening video on this farm. But I really want you guys in the raw foods community to know about that. They ship the best fresh fruit. And more importantly, aside that it's organic, right? If they were super expensive, I probably wouldn't be filming this video for you guys. This is an amazing video. You know why? Here's the thing, right? Some of the fruit they sell here that they'll ship to you, certified organic, $2 a pound, $3 a pound. This stuff is super affordable. Now that's for the prices without shipping. You're gonna have to pay for the shipping, but they'll load up like you know, the Priority Mail flat rate boxes, load it up to the brim, and then ship it off to you, so that you guys are gonna get literally fresh picked, high quality, certified organic fruits, and the best quality anyway. So, and the other thing about this farm is that, you know, you don't just have to come here, you don't have to just buy the stuff. You can come here. They are open Saturdays and Sundays. They give farm tours, which are only like 10 bucks. Here's the thing, I'll tell you, maybe you don't want me to tell you this. Right now on Groupon though, if you want to do a farm tour, it's only 5 bucks for a farm tour for one person, right? You get to walk around the farm, see how your stuff is being grown, maybe harvest and pick stuff on the farm tour. I've been on the farm tour here many times. It's totally amazing. And the other thing is you could come here during the weekend and actually buy from their farm stand. So they pick the stuff fresh, come here on the weekend. If you're coming up from Miami or West Palm, you know, drive down, definitely worth the drive to get some of the high quality fruit here. You know, they'll work a deal with you if you buy larger quantities. Tell them, hey, John sent me from OK Raw. I want to buy 20 pounds of my sapote when they're in season, or 20 pounds of bananas, right? Let them know in advance to make sure they got it before you show up. and they'll probably cut you a little bit better deal than the price that they're selling it just for on the board. Because I know as you guys are eating lots of fruits and vegetables like me, I buy in bulk, right? Because everything doesn't always ripen up at the exact same time, and even if you get some extra stuff, you can, you know, preserve it for later, freeze it, whatever you're gonna do. So totally amazing, and I'm totally glad to share this place with you guys. And more importantly, show you guys actually how they grow their food, some of the fruits here, even some of the vegetables that they don't ship to you, but you could get at the farm stand here using the best possible organic method. So let's come along the journey and show you guys around the farm. One of the things that I want you guys to do when you guys buy like fruits or vegetables, I really want to encourage you guys to support farms that are diverse farms. Don't just buy from a farm that only grows mamey sapote and they have nothing but 20 acres of mamey sapote, right? Why is this, right? Well, it's in my belief that the more wider and diverse a farm has, a diversity of crops, the better the crops are going to be because of it, right? Because there are going to be more different beneficial bacteria and microbes inhabiting that farm. Plus, it's just cool that they're growing a lot of other things besides just the standard monoculture, which I believe is not the best for the environment. You know, right here they got some different beans. Over there they got carrots, they got like radishes and bok choy, and they got yucca roots. You know, a lot of these things they won't ship to you because obviously vegetables are not going to make it, but some of the fruits can make it, and they will ship to you, like these guys, right? These are some bananas that they just put in. They're not going to be probably ready for about another 2 years. But they grow high-end specialty bananas known as the Goldfinger bananas. And these guys, they'll ship to you for $2 a pound, certified organic, right? You're saying, wait a second, John, $2 organic certified for special Goldfinger bananas, not the Cavendish bananas, and they're probably ripened, as you guys are gonna see, so they're gonna have the best flavor in the world compared to what you guys normally get organic. I could get organic bananas near me for $1 a pound, maybe 69 cents if you're lucky. Some places have 69 cents organic bananas, but what about those bananas? Where are they coming from? They're coming from South America, maybe Ecuador, maybe Mexico. They come thousands of miles. They're picked green. They are ethylene gas. Yes, even organic bananas are ethylene gas, right? And you might be saving, they might be like half as much of these, and then these ones, right? Number one, they're grown in the USA. Number two, you're supporting a small family farmer, right? It is a tough business to be in a farm. I wouldn't want to be in the farming business myself, so I know John has it tough. I mean, they got hit by hurricanes down here. And you know, it's tough being a farmer, and he's trying to sell his stuff for $2 a pound for organic bananas. I mean, you got to pay shipping if you guys order them. If you guys come here to the farm, yeah, you could buy them here, you know, for really good prices. And these are amazing bananas. So, you know, much like apples, you guys know, what if you only ever went to the store and you were only ever able to get Red Delicious apples, right? I really don't like Red Delicious apples, right? I'd rather have like Pink Pearl apples or Honeycrisp apples or Fuji apples. That's what you do when you go buy bananas. You only ever get the Cavendish bananas, which to me, like, they taste like garbage. They're ripened too fast. These ones are special Goldfingers that I'll be trying in a minute, and I'll show you guys what I think about them for $2 a pound. So let me go ahead and show you guys actually the bananas are growing that they're actually now harvesting that are ripe, the old mature trees, as well as some of the other fruit that you could buy right now and maybe in just a few months, or in the winter time or the summertime when you guys are watching this, because I don't know when you guys are going to watch this. I want to point out a few things to you right now. We're here in the banana patch loop. We got all these bananas hanging, and look at this, man. We got bananas here, bananas there, bananas everywhere. Right below the bananas, right, they're growing a special sweet pineapple, which they may also be shipping one of these days. And below here, right, here's the thing, right, organic farms can use some kind of weed control, or maybe have just dirt underneath. There's like sprays you could kill weeds with. I mean, in conventional agriculture, if you guys are buying conventional bananas, which I highly suggest against, you know, they could be using Roundup on the soil that your very bananas are growing right next door to keep the weeds down, right? Here they employ a guy literally full-time year-round, like he was string trimming today. He'll trim the weeds down, and they don't pick it up and take it off-site. They basically let it break down. They trim the weeds down, and as you can see, there's all these sticks and things, and like, John, that looks messy. This is good. This is organic matter. This is nature's best fertilizer, right? What do banana plants want to eat, right, for their nutrition? They want to eat what's in them because they absorbed all the nutrients from the soil, and they got the right, you know, nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus levels in there, as well as all the other different minerals that then when they compost down underneath the tree, underneath the plants, all this stuff will break down, turn back into food for the trees. So they feed their trees, other trees, including wood chips and the fruits and all this kind of stuff, right? And they have a diverse, down below they have things covering the ground, which is one of the most important tenets in agriculture for me, is to cover your ground, because then you're gonna have a better soil microbiome, which then is gonna produce higher quality food, right? conventional farms, they don't want weeds. It looks unsightly, it looks dirty, it looks messy, but this is the best way to grow food in my opinion. In addition, aside from this, they also add other fertilizers that I'll show you guys in a minute. So I bet you guys want to be this banana plant right here. Why? Because this banana plant is getting fed with Starfruit. Look, it's getting to eat all this Starfruit. Now this Starfruit's a little bit rotten, going bad. It would not be good for human consumption. But guess what? Why do we eat fruits and vegetables, right? We eat fruits and vegetables for their nutrition, right? And now guess what? This banana plant, these will rot down, get composted, the worms will come up from the ground. In addition, they basically have wood chips underneath here. They got a lot of white mycelium in here, which is like the mushroom, the fungus growing, right? They got it composted with wood chips. And now the fruit, probably better to mix up some of these wood chips with the fruit here. But even if you just put the fruit underneath, right, the tree will now get all the benefits from the Starfruits, all the nutrition in the Starfruits. And this is the natural way to do it, right? Most places, most organic agriculture farms would be adding like things like chicken manure to, you know, add nutrition to the trees. And organic farms could use certified organic chicken manure, but that certified organic chicken manure could be coming from basically factory farms that are just growing chickens, and it's their poop, the waste product that came out of a chicken to now grow your fruit, right? Not gonna say this place is veganic or anything like that, but they use some of the best practices here, including being their bananas, the Starfruit. So the cool thing about this farm is that the owner is actually a chef, so he's really into flavor profiles and growing good quality food because he was a chef. And actually he opens up his food truck probably on the weekends to serve things like sugarcane juice if you guys came directly to the farm, as well as maybe make other cool creations. I think sometimes of the year he'll make like jackfruit meat out of some of his unripe jackfruit. Of course, he will also ship you the fresh jackfruit when it's in season. What I'm going to do next for you guys is actually take you guys into the little greenhouse area, the storage place where they actually have the fertilizers that they use on the farm, as well as some of the pest controls and the way they basically control the pests here on the farm. So these are the two, this is the primary fertilizer and the primary insect control they use. They might use a few other things as well, but these are the two primary ones they use a lot. And they use organic Neptune's Harvest fish and seaweed fertilizer. So to me, you know, the fish fertilizer is a lot more clean than the standard, you know, animal manure fertilizer. So I like the fish better. And then plus it has the seaweed for the trace minerals, as well as plant auxins and other things that can improve the quality and, more important, flavor of the fruit that's being grown. In addition, they're now starting to experiment and use basically ocean solids or ocean minerals on some of the trees here. Hopefully they roll that out to the whole farm, because that will improve the quality and flavor and production of the whole farm. I'm a big advocate of using the trace minerals because the trace minerals are devoid in the food system. I'm glad they're using a seaweed-based fertilizer, because that will up the quality of this fruit compared to other growers that are using more like standard NPK-based fertilizer. Now, the primary insect control they use, which, you know, they don't spray all the time because spraying is labor, it's expensive, and, you know, basically they try to grow things and have healthy plants and healthy soil that then are more resistant to bugs. Like, for example, if you eat a plant-based diet, high, dominant, rich in fruits and vegetables, polyphenols, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals, you're less likely to get sick. I have many friends that are raw foodists and like, oh yeah, I don't get sick, right? Of course, if you eat McDonald's all the time, you're drinking a lot of milk and eating too much meat in high excess, you know, quantity, you know, you may have a runny nose all the time and may be sick a lot, right? I mean, when I went raw food, plant-based, high nutrient dense, like I rarely get sick, if ever. And the plants are the same way. The healthier you could have them, the more they basically are disease and pest resistant, right? And so that's their goal here primarily. And then secondarily, they might spray something like this. Once again, all these products that they use for the fertilizer and the sprays are OMRI, organic certified, because once again, they've been certified organic for the last 20 years. And this is basically neem oil, right? The neem oil is a fungicide and miticide and insecticide all in one. I have used neem oil on some of my crops in isolated incidences, and that's what they use here as well for the main pest control. Now, this is the main reason why I want to really highlight this farm for you guys, because they are taking it to the next level. Most farms might add things like the fish fertilizer there. They got to use some kind of like fertilizer to, you know, make good quality fruit. But this is what they're using that I really like a lot, that I encourage all farms to use, and that I use in mass abundance and many different kinds. Oh wow, there's a lizard in here, check it out. No, they don't use lizards as a fertilizer. Is it alive? Oh, it is alive, all right. But they use this stuff. This is called the azomite or the rock dust. They buy it in bulk by the tonnage, and they add this in, you know, to when they're basically planting in the soil. This adds up to 70 different trace minerals into the soil, so now you're going to get a better balance of minerals, in my belief, and based on my research. You know, food grown on just standard NPK or synthetic fertilizer like conventional food can be very imbalanced from a mineral standpoint, and not many people have looked into this, but I believe it to be you know, very important, and maybe imbalancing your specific minerals that you're getting. So you're getting a lot of the minerals that they're supplementing in the soil to grow the plants, because plants need, you know, 3 main minerals, but up to 15 that has been identified by you know, plant horticulturists, which I am not one. But I believe, in my opinion, is that plants should have all the different spectrum of 70 to 90 different minerals, 70 of which they get in this you know, rock dust into the soil, and up to 90 they could get from some of the ocean solids. So now their fruit, because they have more minerals in there, are going to be tastier, they're going to be higher bricks, and in the end, more nutritious for you. So now we're just basically walking through the farm, and basically they have all these different fruit trees, and I don't know all the different kinds here, but basically they have lots of different varieties here, and they only grow a handful of varieties that they'll ship to you guys, actually including the, let's see, they got the lychees, the longans, they got some Chico Sapote, they got the chocolate sapote in season right now, as well as the Chico Sapote in season right now, as well as the bananas pretty much all year long, as well as another tuberous root crop that I encourage you guys to eat. I eat on a regular basis. Actually, I have ginger, turmeric, lemon shots almost every day of the year if I'm not traveling. And so they sell the fresh dug turmeric, certified organic, right? Better turmeric than you guys are going to be able to buy your local health food store. At Whole Foods, I usually pay around $15 a pound. I'm sure they're probably a bit less here, but then you got to pay for shipping. And it's also fresh dug, depending on the time of year you get it. Most turmeric is actually imported from Peru. So, you know, I'd much rather vote with my dollars and vote for a local, you know, U.S. farmer that's literally is having a tough time paying his bills sometimes to make this happen, to pay off the loan on the farm, and then he has got, you know, 2 kids and, you know, all this stuff to deal with. So while they do grow lots of fruits here, they're not gonna be able to ship them all to you. I mean, here's a starfruit tree. As you guys can see, one of the ways they can tell if a fruit is ripe or not, right, is they look at the ground, because the tree will basically, in most cases, drop the fruit when it's ripe. So if they see fruits dropping on the ground, they know it's, for example, starfruit season right now. And if you come to the farm, they'll sell you the starfruit here, certified organic. But the problem is they're not gonna ship you guys starfruit, because that is just, in my opinion, asinine. Because starfruit, when it's ripe, it should be really soft. If it's really soft, then it's gonna crush and go bad very quickly. So normally if you see starfruit in a grocery store near you, it's been picked basically green, and they're totally not gonna taste good. And I don't recommend eating them either. Actually, starfruit can be very high in oxalic acid, much like the spinach can. So, you know, it's a fruit I like to enjoy sometimes. I have to say that you shouldn't eat any fruit or food with oxalates unless you maybe have some challenges with that. I just like to eat it not quite as regularly. But that's all right, because they don't ship anyways. Let's take a look at some of the fruit they will ship to you. All right, check this out, guys. See that tree right there behind me? It's huge, right? There's probably 800 pounds of black sapote, or chocolate pudding fruit. I've been eating some chocolate pudding fruit lately, and they are completely amazing, and I expect no less from the chocolate pudding fruit or black sapote here. This is a winter ripening fruit, so if you guys are watching this in the winter time, hey, you might be in luck. They might still be able to ship you guys some. And so once again, you know, these are old school trees. This farm has been here for 20 years, right? A farm that has older trees, in my opinion, is gonna have basically deeper roots. Deeper roots go down deeper. They literally mine nutrients from the soil, and they're gonna produce a higher quality fruit than, you know, an orchard that is more young, that may be, you know, 7 years old or something like that. So I really like that this farm has been literally certified organic for the last 20 years. Let's learn more about the chocolate sapote. All right, so once again, fruit picking 101. How do you know if a fruit's ripe? Is look at the ground, right? In general, but not always. Fruits will drop off the tree when they're ripe. So you can see here, basically underneath this tree, there's all these black sapotes that basically just rotted because they didn't get to pick them in time, and they dropped, and that's good, because now they're basically, these sapotes will feed the tree. In addition, the seeds drop, and they'll probably have little black sapote trees sprouting up out of the ground that they could pot up and then grow more of them. But here's a fruit right here. And these fruits are basically related to the persimmon, so it's in the same kind of family as the persimmon. And you know, there's many different ways you need to know when you need to pick them, but basically at the top there's this little calyx, or this little leaf on top of the fruit, and on top here. And when it starts to basically, if it's not totally flush against the fruit, once it lifts up, that's a sign that tells you that this fruit can now be picked and then it will properly ripen off the tree and get you fine and then ripen up properly. If these are still close to the fruit, then it's being picked too early and they're never going to ripen up for you. So you basically just wasted your money. Luckily here, John, the farmer, is basically going to just ensure you guys get the ripe fruit that's picked at the right time, and it'll ripen for you. The thing for me is I just got some chocolate pudding fruit, and they did ripen up fine, but from a different vendor. But now I'm going to get to eat my first chocolate pudding fruit ripe off the tree. So let me see if I can find one. I see some that are up there, like pretty tall, that are a little bit overripe, but I think I could find one like right here. Oh, look at this guy. I think he's just about ripe where he needs to be, right? We're gonna pull this branch down and look at this. You can see all these ones that are not ripe on here. And if we go further, right here, look at this guy. He's like turning black on the tree here. We're gonna carefully pick this off. Oh man, it comes off so easily in my hand, right? And there's bugs, because it's organic. And hopefully this is not super fermented and it's gonna be super good. So let's see, I'll use my fingernail. I should have brought my knife here with me. I'm gonna see if we can rip this guy in half. Yeah, normally I get these to ripen off the tree, much like an avocado, right? It's rare that you find an avocado on the tree that you could pick. So normally these are, picked firm and then shipped to you. That way he could just basically ship it in standard party mail. So it's gonna save you guys some money. And I think he ships pretty much anywhere in the United States. Of course, some states you can't ship to. And now let's take a look at this guy. All right, look at that. Let me smell it. And we're gonna try some of this for you guys on the camera. Super good. Now, you've eaten standard persimmons before, hopefully. While this is in the persimmon family, it's not a super sweet fruit, right? It has like a chocolate pudding flavor, but without the sweetness. So if you really want to make this taste good, I like to blend this up with some dates and some young coconut meat. Oh my God, and this stuff is off the hook. This stuff though, I'm gonna definitely have to give it the thumbs up. It's definitely nice and the perfect ripe texture, really good flavor, really love the mouthfeel. But it's not a sweet fruit, so don't be thinking, oh man, it's gonna be really sweet. Not super sweet. But actually, these days I like the fruits that are not as sweet and that are more deeply pigmented. So like this has basically black, so there's more anthocyanins in here, which are basically, this is a high nutrient fruit. So, I would take the black sapotes any day over eating some bananas. But hey, even better yet, I made actually black sapote pudding and then dipped in freeze-dried bananas that actually they'll also sell you from this farm that you'll learn about in a little bit. All right, so it's always fun when I come to farms and I see basically wildlife, right? So there's like these birds here and they're just digging in the soil, probably eating bugs and worms and other creatures and things. And, they're just a part of nature. And I really like that, farms have a diversity and attract the wildlife, right? They bring an element into the farm that it can be very good for the farm, in my opinion. And a lot of farmers don't want birds, they don't want things, they want things totally sterile. And I mean, this farm actually encourages, creatures to come and like feast on the different bugs and worms and things, right? They could be eating the bad pests that might be, getting the trees. All right, the other fruit that's in season right now that is actually probably my favorite fruit that's in season right now. It's called the Chico Sapote or sapodilla or nispero, whatever you want to call it. And they're right here. Chico Sapote, also known as the brown sugar fruit. Oh my God, it tastes like literally brown sugar in there. I love it so much. And here's the thing, right? This is something I learned new, how to make sure you're picking a ripe Chico Sapote that's gonna ripen up on you properly, right? So here I want to do a close-up on the camera here. Take a look at this one right here, right? You can see at the bottom, there's like a little string coming off the bottom. I don't know what the technical name for that is. See that little piece coming off the bottom? This is like a little string, right? If that's still on there, right, don't buy it because they're not gonna ripen up properly. And that's one of the things they look for. So on this fruit here, this is fruit that's probably about ready to get harvested. You can see that little thing on the bottom. There's no little string coming off. It just comes to like a little nipple point, right? The other way you can tell on some of the mamey, like mamey sapote and Chico Sapote, if you scratch it and it's still super dark green, it's not ready ripe. Although once that little end tip thing drops off, usually you're gonna be pretty good shape and ripen up for you. Even if it is a tad bit green, I find it really sad when a lot of Chico Sapote farmers harvest their fruit really green because then they don't have the full flavor and they're not as sweet and they're not gonna be as good. And here's another thing I learned, right? Chico Sapotes have a long season. There are varieties that that are ready to be harvested in the wintertime. There are also varieties that will be ready to harvest in the summertime. even the springtime. So if somebody has a summer tree and they're trying to harvest them in the wintertime to sell them, hopefully they would know better than that, and they wouldn't do it. So I'm glad to say that in the fruit down season, which is the wintertime for here, you know, they got several varieties of Chico Sapotes that they could be harvesting you. So yeah, and then once again, at present time when I'm filming this, $3 a pound. You can't even go to a whole paycheck, man, and buy like Honeycrisp apples for $3 a pound, $3.99 a pound, or $3 a pound. It's more expensive. So you get some of this amazing tropical fruit that, in my opinion, tastes way better than apples for just $3 a pound. So let's learn about some of the fruits here now at the fruit stand that they will ship to you. So here's the sampling of the fruit at the fruit stand that you could come and visit and buy at from Saturday and Sunday. It's currently the weekday, so they got a little special setup for me. So I'm going to show you guys actually what they could ship to you. Well, some things they could ship and some things they can't, so let's explain it. So first things are coconuts, right? They're not currently shipping coconuts, but maybe if you ask them, they might ship you. Now, it's going to be expensive. The coconuts are really not that expensive, but to ship coconuts is quite expensive. And so I suggested to them, like, hey man, you could ship coconuts. They're going to make it. It might be pretty expensive, but if people want to pay the shipping, you should offer it, because he has lots of coconuts here. He has so many different coconut you know, palms growing, and I wish I had that many coconuts so I could just drink unlimited coconut water, literally. Another thing that he won't ship to you guys are the Starfruits, right? These Starfruits, very fragile. These will not make shipping to you guys. But some of the things that he will ship to you guys, once again, my favorite, the sapodillas, or the Chico Sapotes that I just talked about here. He has like big ones, small ones, all different varieties. And now I'm gonna get to try Chico Sapote right here. And basically this needs to be like soft on the touch, kind of like an avocado. And we're just gonna basically break this open. And look at that on the inside, really nice seeds. And actually these are also known as chicletes, because the seed, around the seed, there'll be this like white little sap that's actually known as like, it's a gum. So it's like, so this is a natural source of gum. And so these are nice like tan Chico Sapotes. So we're gonna go ahead and open this guy up. And look at that, man, this is nice and juicy. I'll squeeze some of the juice off there. Look at that, woo. Oh my God. Even though these aren't super like deep, rich, like brown color, that's all right. Because I'll tell you, man, the sweetness is totally there. It's like eating a brown sugar pear. That's exactly what it tastes like if you've never tasted these before. Brown sugar pears all the way. Got these really nice giant, look at these guys. Oh my God, that's a huge one. Black sapotes, or chocolate pudding fruit. This is the brown sugar fruit, chocolate pudding fruit, some of my favorite. I don't know, maybe he'll do a mixed box of half and half. That'd be the way to go. Between the two though, I would probably get these guys. I love these guys even more than the black sapotes. But hey, a cool combo, man, would be get ripe this, and then blend them together. Or mix them together, maybe like a fruit salad with half this, half this. I think that would be the bomb. And then the other thing that he could ship you pretty much year round, more importantly, are these ripe bananas. So while these ones are ripe and they're getting riper and they probably should be a little bit softer, you know, he also has some bananas hanging. And here's the thing, right? On bananas, it's very important for them to slowly ripen and not ethylene gas them. When you ethylene gas them, they ripen really fast, and the complex sugars and the sweetness and the depth of flavor does not develop. So he'll wait to harvest the whole rack, which is a whole bunch as it comes off, until one banana or two bananas starts to turn yellow. That's a sign that the whole rack will start to ripen slowly. And so once he sees one or two ripen, start to turn yellow on the rack, he'll harvest that rack, and then those are the ones that he'll send to you. That then I would encourage you guys to hang up, maybe put in a paper bag, sealed, and let them ripen up slowly over time. And these guys are going to basically change and be like nice spotted yellow bananas that you like to eat. Once again, these are the Goldfinger variety. And actually there's a couple ripe ones that actually, that are falling off here because they're so ripe. So let's go ahead and try one of these guys for you guys. I mean, this guy's just already just falling off the plant here. Man, instantly when I have it, it gives me like a little shiver in my body. Because unlike standard bananas, even organic bananas that I've eaten in the past, like you put them in your mouth, you bite on them, there's no flavor. This has a nice apple banana flavor. I don't know, maybe you guys have tried apple bananas, many of you guys haven't. But to me, this kind of really tastes like nice and fruity, rich and complex flavor. It doesn't just taste like mush in your mouth. And I mean, I'm not the biggest banana connoisseur, but I know good bananas when I taste one. And these Goldfinger bananas, Definitely it. And once again, $2 a pound, man. Totally amazing. Here's the thing, right? He has so many bananas planted, and I wish that he had enough people to buy all his bananas so he never has extra. But when he has extra bananas, what does he do with them, right? How can he turn his extra bananas that are too ripe to sell because it would just mush in the shipping? How can he get those out to you? Well, here on site, they actually make these guys. Freeze-dried bananas. No, he's not buying these and reselling these. And I want to stop there for a second. You know, at the farm here, they don't just resell stuff. They just don't buy things and resell it. Everything that you guys see here, they grew on property. And if you came here on the weekend, they would actually have a sugarcane juicer going, probably over there, that you would get to crank yourself. You crank sugarcane. And maybe I'd talk to him like, hey man, you could ship sugarcane also, right? Because so he's gonna test it and experiment on me. He's gonna send me a box of sugarcane, and I'm gonna juice it in my juicer, because it's really hard to get certified organic sugarcane. Oh my God, probably the only source of sugarcane organic, certified organic sugarcane that you could get in the U.S. Maybe a little bit costly because he's gonna ship it to you, but it's gonna be in a flat rate box. And that's gonna kind of weigh heavy, man, with all the cane you can stick in a large board game box. But a lot of they basically only sell what they grew here if they ship it to you, and then they grew these guys and they make these guys on site here. I saw the machines that do it here, and this is basically the freeze-dried banana. Now these just aren't any old freeze-dried bananas. These aren't like freeze-dried Cavendish bananas. These are the freeze-dried Goldfinger bananas, and the best freeze-dried bananas I've had are like the exotic varieties such as these guys. So we're gonna go ahead and open, and these guys actually, these are quite affordable. I'm not gonna mention any prices, but they're really cheap for what they are. Now these are only 2-ounce packages, but the 2 ounces of freeze-dried food is like equivalent to, I don't even know, maybe like half a pound or a pound of fruit. Oh my God, he does this the best way. Look at these guys, man. You guys probably can't see in there, I'll pour it out. Look at these, man. These have a really nice color. These aren't just white, they're almost kind of like yellowish, and of course they got the oxygen absorber in there. Oh my God, and you guys want to make a treat? Here's the thing, man. Do this. You guys want to get these freeze-dried bananas, and these freeze-dried bananas can be used as chips to dip. And you want to make a dipping sauce, because I've done this before. Black sapote, once again, blended with some dates and young coconut meat, and then you have a nice pudding, and then you dip these in there, and you eat it. Oh man, listen to that crunch. I mean, literally, these are not like dried bananas, like dried in the sun. Like, these are so crisp and soft. Look at this. I could literally take this in my hand and turn it into dust. Look at that, it just literally turns into dust. That's how dry these guys are. I mean, you can't get fruit like this anywhere. This is not the same as dried bananas you buy in the store, or even worse, a girl I went out with a long time ago, right? She thought the banana chips in the store were like dried. I'm like, no, those are fried. Like, put some of that stuff on a napkin and the oil will come out of them. I do not recommend eating fried food. I recommend eating this stuff, freeze-dried bananas, because you got all the crunch or fried, but the health benefits of eating it raw. And these guys are incredible. On these guys, luckily, because they are so light, the shipping cost will not be nearly as much as buying the fresh ones. And you gotta try these if you never had freeze-dried Goldfinger bananas. All right. Last part of this episode I want to do for you guys, actually I want to interview the farmer, because for me, it's really important you guys know your farmer and know what's up with that. So we're going to interview John Gambino, the chef farmer, who's a chef and a farmer at the same time, and learn more about the farm here. All right, now we got Farmer John coming up. Check this out, man. Fresh dug turmeric. It's so fresh. He didn't even wash the dirt off, and actually it's probably better with the dirt on than the dirt off, because now we got the beneficial microbes from this amazing organic farm. And this is some amazing turmeric. Wow. Man, when he walked up, I'm serious, I could smell this stuff. I mean, to me, it smells like turmeric. Or like, you know when you can smell ripe fruit? Man, it smells like really good turmeric to me. Super deep, rich orange color. I really want you guys to get some turmeric in you every single day. That's what I do. I use turmeric, ginger, lemon shots, actually. So actually, some of this turmeric I'll be taking home myself, and I'll be using in my very juices. So if you want to eat what John Kohler eats, get the turmeric from the farm here. Anyways, let's learn more about the farm and talk to Farmer John. All right, so now we're here with Farmer John. We're just gonna ask him a few questions about the farm here. So John, why are you a farmer? Because I know you're an established chef and you're in the chef industry, but now you became a farmer to grow organically, certified organic farm for 20 years now. And it's a tough business. I mean, you've been through hurricanes, you've been through all kinds of hardships. Sometimes all your fruit don't sell. Like,
right, at this point.
Why'd you want to become a farmer, man?
Well, at this point, to get the best ingredients, of course, to eat the healthiest, most nutritious, but you know, for the lifestyle, but also you know, for those reasons first, and then to try to make money second. And but we're still hosting the best meals and educational experiences here, so that's why. I mean, you know, I think it's important to educate people on living naturally and eating healthy. So, you know, what better way than showing people where food comes from and giving them a bite to eat, a fresh juice, you know, introduce them to new foods they've never had before. And hopefully that then they walk away and they can, you know, have that knowledge and go off and grow their own food. Because that's really, we want to sell food, but we also want people to grow their own food, really. So, you know, we're not all about the money here. So that's it, you know. We want people to be blown away when they come here where they want to grow their own food. Even, you know, that's, so the farm already is kind of like a, I've heard the term seed, what's the word, plant cester. So we've a lot of different, whether it's turmeric or yucca, things have come from here. So pineapple suckers. We've sprouted farmers and other farms across South Florida, in the Keys as well. So people come here and they get the real thing, and we're just trying to keep that going. So people can have an organic farm agritourism experience. That's lacking in this area. You know, I think there's farms you can visit, but they're not showing the real way to farm. So we're hanging in there and we're trying to do the right thing. So yeah, thanks for coming.
Oh yeah, no worries, man. So yeah, I mean, it's my pleasure to come, and I'm always inspired when I go to any farm, whether it's your farm, John, here, or other ones. And you know, that's why I teach how to grow your own food, because that is truly the answer. We want to become our own producers. Instead, as much as I love consuming your stuff, your fruit, like I just was, we need to become a producer instead of a consumer in society. Of course, not everybody's going to get to where they can produce everything, so try to produce as much as you can, and then offset by supporting good farmers like John here that are just trying to make a living. And here's the other thing that he said that's really important to me, aside from being inspired visiting his farm, like you'll be inspired likely if you come here and go on a tour, and it's like, I mean, the tour is only $10. You can get so much more information than $10.
$5.
$5?
$5 a person, and then
oh my God.
families are $20 for a family of 4 or more. So, and it's 18 and under free.
And how long is the tour?
We want to encourage students and kids, and you know, to learn this stuff, because they're not teaching it in schools.
And how long?
The tour is like 20-30 minutes. You get to see everything we grow, and we answer any questions you have on particular crops, because we don't want to overload everyone with too much information. So it's, you know, but we're here to answer all your questions on what we grow, and we keep it simple. We only grow what grows well down here, and you know, we're promoting the real tropical Caribbean stuff versus trying to grow stuff that's not suited to Florida, like strawberries or something like that.
Yeah, that you got to use. I mean, that's the other thing. You know, strawberries, you got to use a lot of chemicals on, because they got all these crazy Florida bugs, right? Guess what? The stuff that grows easier here gonna have less pest pressures, and I'm sure that's why he's growing some of the things here. Because so then you don't have to spray anything on your crops, right? And so that you could truly have it certified organic and really not have to do a whole lot of work. And the other thing is, you know, that they're really not into the profit here, man. $5 for a tour is like, man, you go to some agritourism farms, they're like $25-30 for a tour. $5, man. So
well, it doesn't include any of the other stuff. We do sell food, snacks, juices, raw salad, yucca fries, because we do the best yucca fries in the world, straight from the ground. That's the potato that we grow, the staple crop. And then we're highlighting, you know, just simple foods, soup, salad, sandwich, and juice. Fresh juice.
Super healthy, super fresh.
Fresh sugarcane juice, fresh coconut water, and that's it. Only stuff from the farm. We don't buy and sell. So that's the other thing. 100% of the money we make is from our own produce, homegrown. no monkey business. So.
Yeah, and when you guys cut out the middleman, guess what? You guys get better product because they're harvesting directly. They grew it here, high quality, certified organic. And yeah, cutting out the middleman, you're gonna save money and also support a guy that's like, this guy's working hard, super hard. So John, you wanna share anything about some of the different fruits that I've highlighted today for the people? Because I know anybody out there in YouTube land, well, if they're in the United States anyways, can order some of those amazing Goldfinger bananas. Let's talk about those Goldfinger bananas, man. Why do you choose to grow the Goldfinger bananas and not the standard Cavendish bananas that are so popular?
Yeah, besides the fact that the banana industry is collapsing, we want to embrace alternative varieties, and I've just stumbled. I grow more than that variety, but I've honed in onto that because it's suited to this farm. So it's grown the best. It's outperformed the other varieties. So not so much. I didn't select it so much for taste or for superior, but for production. So you get a lot of people who complain. They want, well, do you have this? Do you have that? And you can't please everybody. So I made a decision, and we grow a lot of that. But we also grow ice cream banana and plantains, but in smaller amounts. But we're actually going to grow a lot more ice cream banana because it's a popular one. And the other crops,
so talk about the black sapote. Talk about the black sapote and Chico Sapote that you could ship actually right now as you guys are watching this. Go to John's website and you could order some, or we'll tell you how to order them in a minute.
Yeah, if you saw, we got big, beautiful black sapote. We've got the sweetest, multiple varieties of sapodilla, and bananas year round. So check our website. We got to do a new website. We got to up our social media and our computer game. I don't know. I think they're websites.
They're farmers, not internet, YouTube, or Instagram superstars.
It's kind of like I'm like a one-man band here, and I'm doing everything, and so I'm trying to cut corners where I am. I don't know if it's all right, but maybe you could subscribe to me on YouTube too.
Yeah, check him out on YouTube, also Instagram. If he has an email list, which you should have an email list. I mean, follow him on Instagram so you can see what fruits and ripe and when, and I'm sure he'll post.
We send out newsletters, but we're not going to bombard you with emails because we're not really salesy. I hate that, so you'll barely even remember that you subscribed. So you'll get an email out of the blue and like, oh yeah, saw him on John Kohler.
Do I talk like that? I saw him on John Kohler.
That's your fan.
Oh, my fan talking. All right.
Him.
Wait, how many of you guys talk like that?
90%.
Oh, all right, thanks, man. Well, they called you up.
You're in California. I don't know.
So hey, man, any good deals? You're gonna hook my fans up with like any special promotions, man?
Yeah, free.
What it is?
Sign up. It's free. Just go right.
Sign
now.
up. It's free.
We're gonna send it to you.
Sign up for the email list. It's free. No, man.
In my heart.
From some stuff.
You didn't know I was already just independently wealthy. I do this just for fun. I mean, I do this just for fun. Just free food. No, we're gonna do something. 10%.
All right, cool.
You get a sapodilla. You get a sapodilla. Like Oprah, You get a pound of turmeric.
All right, we'll post a special link down below, so make sure you click the description in the special links. In the description, we'll have a special link to some kind of special deal for my viewers since you guys stayed to the end of this video. Because, I mean, I really want you guys to vote with your money, right? Spend your dollars, spend it with a real farmer that's actually growing the stuff, that's harvesting it fresh so that he could stay around. And more importantly, the education work that he does is paramount, right? To change the world, to change the industry. Vote with your dollars, super important. I mean, when you're supporting conventional agriculture, you are supporting companies basically destroying the earth, and most farmers are not in it for the education. He said profit is second, teaching people the planet is first. And most farms don't give a shit about that. They just want the money. Show me the money, they don't normally say. And they want to sell their fruit and get it, spread out far and wide. But I really want you guys to vote with your dollars whenever you can. Support your local farmers market. If you live in the local area, come down, visit John on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, for all his prepared stuff, for his fresh fruits you want to take. Crank your own sugarcane juice, man. That's the way to do it. Fresh pressed, not like pre-bottled like some of these places I've been to in Hawaii. That's a joke. And then they freeze it, and then you could buy it thawed out. Like, ugh. Nasty.
We'll juice it right on the spot for you.
Yeah, certified organic cane, which is extremely rare.
We got the big ones for you, you know.
You got big fat ones, John? Big fatties?
You know, there's another name for my other banana. It's John's Chode.
John's
You might have to edit this out, but that was, you know.
It's all good, man.
So let's just say. No, it's the sugar cane is what I'm talking about. We grow the best sugar cane, so.
Cool, man. Any final words or comments you'd like to share with my viewers before we sign off today, man?
Yeah, just 2020, new decade. Best of luck, all the best, health and happiness. You know, thanks for your support, and yeah, just keep it organic.
Cool, man. So, what's your website, your Instagram, your YouTube, and all that stuff for everybody out there?
Yeah, it's 3sistersfarm.com. 3 Sisters Farm on Instagram. You know, maybe you could put it.
I'll put links down below, but we're just saying it just in case.
Facebook, 3 Sisters Farm FL. You know, there's always some differentiation there, and that's it. We don't
Your
do
YouTube
Twitter.
channel?
YouTube 3 Sisters Farm TV, which
TV.
You know, he doesn't like the TV.
You can watch it on your big screen TV.
Maybe we'll cut the TV out.
That's all good.
If they let us. The overlords, the AI overlords.
All right, anyways, visit them down below. They'll have links down below with that special for you guys, so you guys can support the farm here, get some of that amazing certified organic fruit shipped directly from the farm, and including those amazing freeze-dried Goldfinger bananas that are incredible, off the hook. You guys got to try those, and you guys are cheap on the shipping for the freeze-dried stuff because it's light, right? You don't charge like $30 shipping for one bag of freeze-dried stuff.
We don't consider ourselves an online retailer. We're just a small family farm, so we give you the price we want, and then you pay for the shipping. So it's like, you know, sometimes we don't make we lose money on the deal. So just if you order it, we'll take care of you. We'll hook you up. We'll throw extra shit. If there's room in the box, we'll throw extra stuff.
Cool, man. Right on, John. Well, thanks for having me out today, man. I want to encourage all you guys out there in YouTube land to support John, help keep this organic farmer in business. Also, if you guys are in the area, live in the area, or come to Miami, Homestead area, definitely come on a farm tour on the weekend. Stop by. You can see his food truck, crank your own sugarcane juice. You're going to have an awesome experience here. I guarantee it. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this episode here at the farm, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also be sure to share this video with other people you know, maybe people that live in Miami, South Florida area, so they could come visit this amazing farm, go on their own tour, get some of the crazy fruits that I sampled out for you guys today. Or even if you guys are just into fruit like I am, right, you could order fruits from John when you guys are having the fruit lull. Like right now, the winter time, when you guys only have like apples and bananas and maybe oranges, organic, you get some certified organic fruit shipped directly to your door. Some of the best stuff I've definitely tasted. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you don't miss out on my new and upcoming episodes. I've coming out every 5 to 7 days. You know, we're on show, but we've been on my YouTube channel. I think next video is actually I'll be in Hawaii, showing you guys another cool farm I visited in Hawaii. And also, be sure to click the little bell so you get notified as my new videos come out. And finally, be sure to check my past episodes. And past episodes are a wealth of knowledge. Over 600 episodes at this time on this YouTube channel dedicated to teach you guys about the best foods on the entire planet to eat. They're fruits and vegetables, and I want you guys to eat more of them. So with that, my name is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. We'll see you next time. Until then, remember, keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables. They're always the best.